Okay, so Verstappen's 2021 victory, however contentious, has reshaped the F1 world order, and Red Bull has reportedly rewarded the Dutchman for his maiden F1 title with a massive contract upgrade. Last week, the team announced that Max Verstappen will remain a Red Bull driver until at least the end of the 2028 Formula 1 season, securing his future with the Milton Keynes outfit. So, without further ado, let's go over the contract specifics and why it's such a big deal. Now, Red Bull's contract extension came as no surprise after Verstappen won his first Drivers' World Championship with the team. Verstappen has been a member of the Red Bull family since the start of his F1 career in 2016, with his time at Toro Rosso serving as a stepping stone. Verstappen, unsurprisingly, stated that he's proud to be part of Red Bull racing until at least the end of 2028. I love this team, and I'm very happy to continue this amazing journey we're on for a long time. We've accomplished so much together already, but we're definitely not done. The good news comes, of course, on the heels of Verstappen's maiden title, which is an added bonus. This new contract, he believes, will allow him to enjoy his time racing in Formula 1. Even after winning the championship, my ambition is still to win races and try to fight for the championship again. Also now, we don't need to think about it anymore. We know how long the contract is and we can just work together. Besides, when you're trying to fight for wins and championships, I think it's important as well to have a good time and have fun and actually enjoy your time in Formula 1 as well. The affection appears to be mutual, as Red Bull team principal Christian Horner is overjoyed to have who he describes to be the best driver in the sport, a clear snub to the 7-time champion Lewis Hamilton. To have Max signed with Red Bull through to the end of 28 is a real statement of intent. Our immediate focus is on retaining Max's World Championship title, but this deal also shows he's part of the team's long-term planning. With the Red Bull Powertrains division working towards the new engine regulations for 2026, we wanted to make sure we had the best driver on the grid secured for that car. Horner also stated that Verstappen's switch from 33 to 1, a number available only to the defending champion, inspired the garage. I mean, sticking that number 1 on the car after all the pain that we went through last year, the fight that it was in 2021, and now the fight is to make sure we retain it on the car. It's just energized everyone in the team. You can see a spring in everybody's step, and it gives people confidence as well, which is such an important thing in any sport, which is not to have arrogance but confidence, and I think that runs through the organization. According to reports, the deal is worth around $300 million, a Lewis Hamilton level income for a driver nearly 13 years his junior. Verstappen's effective 7-year contract makes him the most committed driver on the grid, even in an era when teams with title aspirations are signing young drivers to unusually long contracts. Ferrari has agreed to keep Charles Leclerc until the end of 2024, while McLaren has agreed to keep Lando Norris until the end of 2025. It's clear that Verstappen is at the heart of Red Bull's racing long-term plans, which will extend well into the new rules era, which is set to begin in 2026. And the post-2026 component is critical to this deal. Red Bull Racing is attempting to entice Volkswagen into the sport, most likely through its Porsche brand, through an engines work agreement that will begin in 2026. Now, part of the pitch is the formation of Red Bull Powertrains, which will maintain and operate Honda-built engines from now until then. The knowledge gained there would assist Porsche in avoiding the teething problems associated with designing a motor from the ground up. Verstappen is a second carrot to entice the deal. It not only ensures Porsche will be powering a world champion, but the Dutchman is bound to have many more victories and possibly world titles before 2026, making it an appealing marketing prospect. Verstappen's value as a driver has never been higher than now, as a newly minted world champion who, at only 24 years old, may not have even reached his prime. It makes good business sense for him and his management to strike while the iron is hot. But it's the length of tenure Verstappen has been able to secure that will protect him from the possibility of a driver salary cap during the most productive years of his career. Another rumour that has been put to rest as a result of the news is that Verstappen may join Mercedes when Hamilton retires, possibly at the end of the 2023 season. However, the Dutchman's chances of ever switching to Mercedes were all but nil last season when tensions between the Verstappens and Toto Wolff reached the boiling point. Jos Verstappen was enraged that the Mercedes Motorsport boss, whom he considered a friend, did not contact Max after his 51G Silverstone crash. Jos stated in December that he did not see Max ever going to Mercedes, and that was just the beginning of the tension. There have been conversations with Toto Wolff, and I also thought we had a good relationship with him, but the real Toto has shown himself lately. There is no relationship anymore. Jos himself is elated that Max will continue to drive for Red Bull Racing for at least another 7 seasons. The former Formula 1 driver claims that Max's relationship with the Austrian racing team is excellent, which has resulted in the new contract. That Max is well regarded by the team, I think it's more than justified. You see what top deals Red Bull itself has brought in this winter, and also Formula 1 itself is on the rise. I'm not saying it's only because of Max, but he definitely plays a big role. Max deserves it too, he's currently the best driver driving around. While Verstappen will be 31 years old at the end of his contract, he'll have raced for 14 seasons and will most likely be a 300 race veteran by then. With future contracts likely to be defined by how close he is to hanging up his helmet, the possibility of staying at Red Bull Racing for the rest of his career is very real. Though the Dutchman has never expressed a desire to race for a different Formula 1 team, a lifetime deal will deny him the opportunity to win races and titles with multiple constructors, which some consider to be a true indicator of greatness. But it's debatable whether this will be a high point for the Dutchman, who insists he's only had one goal in mind: to win his first championship. My life will not change now. I am of course very happy that I won the championship, that final achievement that I wanted in Formula 1, so everything else that comes now is a bonus. Instead, similar to Charles Leclerc and Lando Norris, with whom he's likely to have career-long battles, being comfortable in his environment and with his team may be more important. The big advantage is that he can consistently get the most out of himself and reach new heights instead of risking upsetting his equilibrium with a team switch. In this respect, Daniel Ricciardo's words on teammate Norris's contract extension also apply to Verstappen. You need to be in an environment where you're happy. I think both sides are now cementing this long-term commitment. It's a really strong thing, especially for a young driver. So yeah, I think it's a good move. Now, Lewis Hamilton and the new Formula 1 World Champion Max Verstappen will resume fighting later this month in a new season, but the blows from the brutal 2021 showdown are still reverberating. Only once before in Formula 1 history have the championship contenders gone into the season-ending race tied on points. The championship is the culmination of nearly a lifetime of preparation for Verstappen, who began riding a quad bike at the age of 2. It was a journey he took with his father Jos, and it is thus a family achievement. Once you achieve your life goal, your life mission, it's just something truly incredible. Not only for me, but for my whole family, because they also had to live for me. My dad was away a lot, it probably cost her marriage, and also my sister. She missed me. She missed her dad because my dad was always with me. So all of this now hasn't been for nothing, and that is something which is very special. On the other side of the paddock, Hamilton's story of a record-breaking 8th World Championship remains unfinished, and his pursuit of Michael Schumacher's title tally will undoubtedly be the season's main storyline. But for Max, there's no denying that he and Red Bull are a potent combination, and being committed to a long-term partnership means that they can establish themselves as a generational force in Formula 1. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel, and don't forget to click the bell button to be notified of future videos. Please leave your thoughts in the comment section below. So, what are your thoughts on Max Verstappen's massive contract extension? Will he and Red Bull get along for the next 6 years? Do you believe Red Bull will continue to supply him with machinery capable of competing for the championship? We'd love to hear your thoughts.